to teach about horizontal line test and vertical line test. So the horizontal line test is used for, if you already know something is a function, we're going to try to determine if it's a one-to-one function or not, which is, as you remember, for every one x value, there's one y value and vice versa. So basically, a horizontal line test is exactly how it sounds. You just draw horizontal lines. For the first function, this does pass a horizontal line test because every time I draw a horizontal line, it only crosses the graph once. Now let's look at this graph though. Every single time I draw a horizontal line, see here how sometimes it passes the graph twice? Therefore, this graph does not pass the horizontal line test and it is not a one-to-one function. But this graph does pass the horizontal line test. So it is a one-to-one function. And now, in order to determine if a graph is a function or not, we use something called the vertical line test. And if it passes the vertical line test, it's a function. If it does not pass the vertical line test, it's a relation. The vertical line test is exactly like the horizontal one, but it goes vertically. This first graph does pass the vertical line test because for every vertical line you draw, it only passes the graph once. On the other hand, this graph, there's only, for every vertical line you draw, there sometimes has 2 points. Therefore, this second graph does not pass the vertical line test, and it is a relation. Whereas this one does pass the vertical line test, which means that this one is a function.